Hope everyone's doing well and having a nice spring month. It's been exciting times here at LEAP as usual. A number of things are going on. One thing is we have received approval by the Ingham County Board of Commissioners to interact with them and put together an $11 million small business grant program for Ingham County. And we're very excited to do that. We feel honored that the county is entrusting us with that duty. We've become very, very good at it. This will be the fourth major round of multi-million dollar grants that we will be entrusted to distribute quickly to probably thousands of businesses throughout Ingham County in a wide variety of categories. So we look forward to doing that, and that will be occurring during the summer. There'll be a much more profound release and announcement about that in very early June, about how to apply and when to apply and all of that good stuff. So thank you again to the Ingham County Board of Commissioners for being very cutting edge and really leading the state, I believe, and getting ahead of the curve and spending this money in very innovative and good ways to help the community. So thank you to them. Also, our one and all round 3 is now being kicked off. And this is a great program of up and coming business startup owners, entrepreneurs who are all below or at the ALICE threshold, which is essentially the working poor kind of classification. And we love this program. We love working with these great future business owners. And it's just, we're always thankful to Consumers Foundation and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation for helping LEAP fund this program. We also are, probably read in the newspapers, we're working on kind of step 1 of a 2-stage process, I hope, which is the first step is a 425 revenue sharing agreement between DeWitt Township and the city of Lansing, very close to the airport, North MLK Boulevard. I hope this sets up a 33-acre site for a great project, a very important project that will put us on the national map once again. I really want to congratulate DeWitt Township Supervisor Rick Ghilardi, as well as Lansing Mayor Andy Shore, and the DeWitt Township Board of Trustees and the City of Lansing City Council for working with us, for particularly Ghilardi and Shore, their leadership, thinking about the region and how to create a win-win situation so that we can compete on a nationwide scale and hopefully win a very big project. So more to come in that. I hope step 2 is actually a company making a final decision, which they have not yet, and doing something terrific on that site. And finally, great pat in the back to all of our members of LEAP and our incredible superhuman staff that we have at LEAP, as well as all of our partners. All of that adds up to a great regional economic development agency and programs. And we have landed on the top 20 best, most effective regional economic development agencies in the United States, issued by Site Selection Magazine, which is kind of the Bible, really, of economic development professionals and site consultants across the country, if not world. And we are just blown away and love it that we are joining Austin and Chicago and some other very, very big cities across the United States and their economic development agencies joining that kind of list. So once again, I'm just so thankful to our members, our staff, and all of our local partners, state and local, that make us possible. And it's a cliche, but truly economic development is a team sport. So we're pleased with that. Finally, what you're going to see today with Katlyn and Victoria is a walkthrough of our 2020 year-end report. I'm so proud of this report. Victoria and Katlyn have put their heart and soul into this. They're amazing. We do it all internally. And I think you really enjoy it because not only does it discuss some major numbers and our organization, achieving our organizational goals on behalf of the region, but it goes way beyond that. It tells a story about a last year of all of our lives, one that was tragic and hopefully once in a century ordeal that we have all gone through. And despite its tragedy about it all, I would argue that for our region and for LEAP, it's been our finest hour to reach out to our fellow people, our friends, our neighbors, our business community, and join together and pull through this together. And I think this report very uniquely tells that story. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next month.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Regional Resiliency Report. In this week's special edition, LEAP's Vice President of Marketing and Communications, Victoria Meadows, and I will take you through our 2020 annual report. This year's theme is Cultivating Economic Resilience and Growth, which arose as we reflected on a year that presented unique challenges, but also showcased the strength of our communities. Profiles of small business owners helped by the various relief programs that LEAP helped administer will also take center stage as we walk through the report. We open with a section called The Great Disruption. This section details some of the unique strengths of the Lansing region, even in the face of something as disruptive as a global pandemic, and also highlights the various grant and loan programs that LEAP helped facilitated for the region. It was a year of adaptive relief. From March 2020 to February 2021, we administered 6 small business relief programs and distributed more than $10 million to 792 small businesses across Clinton, Eaton, and Ingham counties, with more to come into the new year. Here you'll see a summary of all of the different loan programs and grant programs, the timeline in which we distributed the funds, and again see some quotes from small business owners who were supported by these programs. We also reflected on what economic development means in the face of a global crisis like COVID-19. And the answer was a little bit of everything. As you'll hear, we continued making strides in our traditional economic development work, even as our responsibility to support a thriving Lansing regional economy evolved to include pandemic response. This section in particular was really emotional to work on and write because it captured so much of the heartbreak and challenge of the past year, but also the pride of what we were able to achieve as an organization and a team. Our second section, Building an Economy for All, focuses on the ways in which we supported greater equity in our economic development efforts. We know that prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion doesn't just feel good, it's good business. The more we address systemic barriers to full economic participation for specific populations, the more they're able to bring innovative and exciting ideas to our economy, and the more we're able to effectively serve everyone in the Lansing region. Over the past 7 years, LEAP has worked to prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion in our programming, but this year represented an important shift from planning to action with the launch of our One and All Inclusive Entrepreneurship Initiative and the Department of Equitable Economic Planning, or DEEP. This section also introduces our very first graduating class from a 2-month One and All program. You can see a little bit more about each of these graduates here. And we also showcased the winners of our 5 virtual hatching events, which pivoted completely from in-person for 2020. We also feature the continued success of our Business Accelerator Fund work and the Lansing Regional Smart Zone, with 3 of LEAP's Business Accelerator Fund recipients landing on the Renaissance VC Fund's hot list at the end of the year. You can read a little bit more about them here.
Yeah, and next, we've got Stronger Together But Apart. Amid the uncertainty and upheaval of 2020, we still stayed true to LEAP's motto, Stronger Together, even though we weren't literally together. And we never lost focus on what we call our regular economic development work. This is the work led by LEAP on behalf of our members in the region, including creating jobs and investment by attracting new businesses and jobs to the region and helping existing businesses grow in the region. Bringing essential partners together to build strong competitive industry ecosystems. Improving public health and safety by leading the Lansing Regional Brownfields Coalition to jumpstart development and remediation of contaminated properties. And supporting artist entrepreneurs and helping our communities express their unique characters to the world by investing in placemaking through LEAP's Public Art for Communities grant program. And continuing to serve our contractual clients, the City of Lansing and Ingham County, and their economic development needs. You can read about how LEAP helped create 353 new good jobs and drew $37.4 million in new private investment to the region in 2020 in the Stronger Together but Apart section of the report. And then rounding out the report is our impact by the numbers, which highlights LEAP's work and impact on the regional economy over the past 11 years and 2020 specifically. This section highlights the investment, jobs, and opportunities LEAP helped create, the where, the how, the when, and the people behind it. In 2020, we also mourned the passing of some remarkable individuals whose commitment and service to the community and impact on our region will never be forgotten. 2020 was full of loss, but we draw strength from our accomplishments and the inspiring perseverance of the Lansing region's people. Our regional economy is poised to survive and thrive more than ever before. In 2020, we were ranked a top post-COVID location, a top startup community, and one of America's best big small cities, among other accolades. LEAP is jumping right into 2021, drawing on our cohesive strength and centered on rebuilding an equitable Lansing regional economy.
We are so proud of all of the work that we were able to achieve in 2020 and are eager to see what 2021 brings for our region. We also want to take a moment to recognize all of the people and partnerships that make our work possible, especially our LEAP members, without whom LEAP would not exist. Thank you for taking some time to go through our 2020 annual report with us, and we'll see you here at the end of the month for the next edition of LEAP's Regional Resiliency Report.